Hi friends, my name is Pradeep. Today I am going to share about that incident, that recently happened incident. You might have heard about that, and every day on social media platforms, it is getting reported. And the incident is like Pahalgam attack, and what are the incident and related activities in connection with that incident that I am going to share. So in my previous session, I had a discuss regarding that background of this attack, how did it happen, where did it happen, and what are the consequences and responses taken by both the country. So I'd like to give a glance of this, and I will take you through from the inception to till date what exactly happened and where are we stand and what is going to happen, and as an Indian citizen, what is your opinion and what can be done for the nations, that I would like to share with you. Okay. So first of all, on 22nd April, in the mid of the day, around you can say 11 or 12 noon. So the attack happened. The attack happened in the Boisaran Valley. It is 7 kilometers far away from the Pahalgam town. So it is in the districts of Anantnag in, in Pakistan. So the 5 militants, they enter into that place, and suddenly they killed the 26 tourists, mostly the male tourists, and more than 20 people were injured in that incident. And in response to that, the India had taken 5 major decisions, and again Pakistan also taken the 3 major decisions immediate basis. So the just a major decision in the sense, just I'll quickly glance you what exactly that major decisions. So on that day, the Prime Minister Modi was about to visit Saudi Arabia. So Modi had cut his visit short and returned back to the Delhi on immediate basis to chair the meeting. And during the meeting, Modi had taken the 5 major decisions. What are the major decisions? First major decisions was India would suspend the Indus water treaty on immediate basis until the Pakistan ceases to support with the cross-border terrorism. Then second major decision was closure of cross-border terrorism between India and Pakistan. Third, a travel ban to all the Pakistani nationals under the SARC visa exemption schemes. Then fourth was the cancellation of all previously issued visa to all the Pakistani nationals. And the fifth one, the last but not the least, was the Pakistani military advisory. They were placed in India, right? Of the Pakistan High Commission in New Delhi were expelled, and their counterpart from India sides in the Islamabad were withdrawn. So these are the 5 major steps taken by the India on immediate basis. Similarly, from Pakistan sides, there are 3 major decisions were taken. First decision was suspension of similar agreements. Second, suspension of all trades between India and Pakistan, including all third-party countries, supports from India. Then the last was, closure of all Pakistani airspace to all Indian aircraft. So these are the steps taken by the Pakistan at initial stage. When the incident happened after the 7th or after the 22nd April. Okay, this was the first incident, and on 26th, the central government of India has convened one all-party meetings, and they described and briefed the opposition party that what are the action points and what are the action plans against the Pakistan, and what course of action to be taken in future if the similar kind of incident will happen. So on 22nd they are taken some kind of decisions, but on 7th May 2025, probably last week, India had launched Operation Sindhu. Operation Sindhu, what exactly it is? It's a kind of operations. They targeted, India targeted the 9 major locations, which were the terrorist hubs, and that including the 2 major groups of terrorists, like LPT, Lashkar-e-Taiba, and second one is JEM, Mohammed. Okay, these are the major 2 terrorist groups. India targeted these 9 major terrorist hubs and destroyed completely those locations. So what exactly happened on that day? So India stated that this operation was the response to the earlier incidents, the Pahalgam attack, and India also described that this was just a focused measure, and it was not a escalatory in sense. Escalatory in the sense we took the revenge on that, but we don't want to escalate this matter. You have taken the action and we have responded to that, but that doesn't mean we are escalating the things. Okay, then this operation Sindhu was carried out by our missiles, what is that, Rafales aircraft of Indian Air Force, using the Skolv missiles and AASM bombs, which are made from the latest technology driven missiles. So what exactly happened on that day? The entire 9 terrorist hubs were destroyed completely, and the report said that around 100 terrorists were killed on that day. So that was the major initiative taken by the India, and in response to that, on 8th May, on the very next day, Pakistan launched the drones. The drones targeted to the 36 cities in India. So it was around 300 to 400 drones were launched, targeted to 36 cities in India, but all the efforts went in vain. That means it was unsuccessful from the Pakistan side, because the Indian defense system is so powerful, so strong. The drones were intercepted and destroyed by the missile S-400s, the defense system of India. And the next what happened? In response to that incident, India again launched the drones targeted the 4 air defense sites of Pakistan. And the report said that one of the drones destroyed the AD radar of Pakistan successfully. But on the other side, the Pakistan's the military commander, they are just exploring that matters, and they wanted to convey to the citizens of Pakistan that they did a good job, and they made a wonderful story, and they cooked up a story with they did a well job against the India, and there are so many loss to the Indian economy, but nothing had happened to India. Okay, in fact. So, in response to that, on 8th, India again launched their drones. On 10th, the Pakistan officially launched one operations. That was the retaliatory operations. That operations are named, what is that name? Bunyan. Bunyan al Morsus. Right. This is the Arabic terms. That means unbeatable wars. Okay. In that war, the Pakistan targeted to major cities and targeted to all the place of warships and the highly dense cities where they can destroy the well-beings and the economics of the India. But the entire effort went again. The they are what is that missiles? Parak 11's missile something was intercepted and destroyed by the Indian defense systems. So these are the initiative and the incidents is going on day-to-day basis. But from the domestics, or as a domestic, you can say domestically, what are the initiatives taken by the government of India or the measures? Mostly the one measure is the Indian government has announced that around 32 airports have been shut till the 15th of May or further notifications, until the further notifications. Second, the IPL 2025 has been called off, has been cancelled, and in result to that, estimated loss around 5,000 crores of rupees hit to the cricket economics. Again, the India has destroyed all the Pakistan's coast and terrorist beds where the drones were launched. And on the other hand, Pakistan also suspended all the flights or airline services until further notifications or further informations. So these are the initiative or measures taken by these both the countries, and now all eyes on the war between India and Pakistan. But one question is coming from the economists and the experts. They say that can Pakistan afford this war with India amid the economic free fall? Why this question is coming? Because if you look at the data says that Pakistan has only $373 billion of GDP, which is very equivalent to our Maharashtra state GDP. Just like one country GDP and our one state GDP. It is really, it's unbeatable, right? It's not comparable. Second, Pakistan's forex reserve is just only $18 million, and their inflation rate is on the top. It's more than 23%. In comparison to India, it is just 6 to 7%. And their external debt is more than 131 billion. And the economists or the expert warn them that if the war happen, then it may drain around $7 billion from the IMF fund. What is the IMF fund? It's a international military funds. So Pakistan doesn't have that money, or they have the dry cash flow. They are just running the country on debt. How they are so confident about this war and all? And if the war happen, then Pakistan definitely go into crisis. No doubt about it. The economic or the economist or the expert, their opinion that it is better to have a talk between India and Pakistan and resolve this issue amicably without interfering the war and other matters. And on the other hand, India has a 3.97 trillion economy. It is not billion, it's trillion. Now, on the other hand, they are only 373 billion economic. We have 3.97 trillion economics. It is not comparable at all. That's why the economics says that it is not possible. If the war happens, then obviously the Pakistan will go into crisis and India will suffer a lot. I'm not saying India will not suffer. Yes, there will be downfall in the economic, there will be human loss, there will be loss of financial loss, there are many more will be happen. But after this incident, this on 10th, all of a sudden yesterday around 3:30 p.m. the war converted into the peace. And before that, India had already warned to the Pakistan that in future all the act of terror will be considered as an act of wars and will be responded accordingly. So be careful about that. So around 3:30 p.m. the Pakistan called to India and urged that please stop all the military actions until the next round of discussion on 12th May. So what exactly happened? The Pakistan's DGMO, the Director General of Military Operation, called to the India's Director DGMO, and they had a discussion regarding this issue. And post discussion, it was agreed between them that both the country would stop the fighting on the land, in air, in sea, until the next round of discussions. And India has, confirmed that it has agreed to, agreed an immediate basis on immediate basis will cease fire. Will cease fire with the Pakistans, and with effect from the 5 p.m. yesterday. So this news came when the U.S. President Donald Trump mediated this matter and intervened this matter into his fact and urged to the both country, please stop this activity and cease the fire on immediate basis. So India agreed that and accepted that and respect to the Pakistan and respect to the Donald Trump's as well. But Pakistan is always Pakistan's. They did something and they told something and they acted some things. So within an hour, Pakistan again violated that ceasefire, started fighting, started firing and selling on the LOC, actual line of conflict. So now the India will take the revenge on that and will take the actions against each step taken by the Pakistans. And it is going to be converted into war. It is not it's a cold war. It may be it's like it's a world war. We can't say. There may be chance because there are so many other countries like China and other Turkey. They are supporting the Pakistans, and the other country also involved in this war. Now all the country will come into pictures, and the India is going to face a big world wars in recent or near futures. Okay, so as Indian citizens, our decisions and our opinion here is we should support the country until we live here, and as long as we are here, we always support and will always stand with our country, right? So thank you. I'll get an update in the next session. If there is any activity, any incidents will come into picture, I'll definitely take you through and will update you. Thank you so much.